Hello, Heather here. I am re-recording my video number 17 for Create a Lifetime of Happiness. I tried on Facebook Live a few times and the one I shot had pretty crappy quality. So if you join me, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to delete that and upload this one. So welcome to Create a Lifetime of Happiness. Heather here. This is a series I am doing. I am sharing 30 different videos of how I have found a way to overcome my pain and choose to stop suffering and really embrace all of who I am so that I can love the life I lead no matter what is going on around me, no matter what my relationships are like, or career, or anything like that, so that I can love my life and bring positivity and always see the best in things, no matter what. So I always start off with a quote, an inspirational quote. And I love doing this because one, it just helps you, if you can't think any positive thoughts, to go through and read them and give you that little boost of energy to make you feel motivated and connected to why you want to be positive and loving and more accepting in the first place. So today I'm sharing this quote: "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." Yo, I love this one so much. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Yes, yes, yes. We have been talking, or I have been sharing with you guys about awakening your heart, opening your heart, how important that is when it comes to loving ourselves and being on this journey of really bringing our best foot forward and seeing things in a positive light and getting out of that like self-pity, negative thinking. So I truly love this one. And I take this, especially this part, who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. I take this to mean you don't need to look externally to find happiness. Yes, things outside of us make us happy momentarily, that temporarily like, gives us that smile and that moment of joy. But that true happiness, that true peace, that exists within. So our true happiness exists by looking inside and finding it. Because once we know our truth, we allow our best self to shine. We are connected to our heart and soul and what we really, really want for ourselves. Sorry, that hair was getting on my damn nerves. So, love is found from within. And when you know yourself, when you are comfortable being who you are and going out by yourself, going out alone, doing things on your own, and you're comfortable with that and you can find happiness there, you've truly reached a place where you can be brave, be confident, be authentic. And when we're allowing ourselves to be that way, we're allowing ourselves to express who we truly are, that is our key to happiness. Knowing our truth, expressing who we are. That's how we find that happiness from within. So it's always easy to think outside and bigger dreams and, oh, if I get XYZ, then I'm going to be happy. And that just doesn't happen for ourselves, because even when we get that thing, we still end up going back to displeasure and feeling unsettled. And a great example of this is when we move to a new place or when we get a new job. So it's super, super exciting at first, of course. We were on that high, like, oh my God, I got a new job. I'm living in a new place, new people, new things. Yeah. And then the dust settles and we find ourselves going back to the complaining, that negative talk, gossiping, joining in that misery, because we're not happy within. And so when we're not happy within, it doesn't matter if we have all the things in the world. It's not going to make us happy because we're not happy. So that's where I think that's so important to look within so you can awaken yourself. And then once you're able to do that, then you might see the things you have. You might have that job and be able to love it and appreciate it you weren't able to before. Or you find that new love and appreciation for where you live, and you end up loving those things instead of talking down on them all the time. Same as in relationships. Like we might complain about the friends we have, the family we have, what for with married or have a partner. Same thing. We tend to complain. And when we can love ourselves, we can see what we have and appreciate it and love it too. Or maybe it truly is something that doesn't fit with who we are. And once we learn that, it opens us up to see, okay, maybe this job would be better. Maybe this relationship I'm in right now isn't the best for me. And then it has that given you that ability to choose people that are healthy for you. So knowing you, looking within, is that key to true happiness. So I truly, truly love that quote. Again, one more time before we get into the content. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. So today, in Create a Lifetime of Happiness, I am talking about reframing. I love reframes. I have been doing this since before I can remember, before I even realized it was reframing. I was always that person, always that friend that when people would come to me, I would offer them a positive outlook, a different way of seeing the situation instead of letting them wallow and be in misery. And I got a lot of eye rolls. They got annoyed with me, but they kept coming back and they would tell me they appreciated it because they did. Deep down, they appreciated that way of thinking because it got them outside of themselves for a moment. And so it's something that I truly love doing. It's a way that I live, and I really love that part of myself and love that part of my life because it is healthier for me. It does make me tap into my energy and able to extend that and bring that positivity to the world. So I really love reframes. And what do I mean by reframing? Reframing is seeing or expressing something in a new light and make it a positive one. So reframe is all you're doing is seeing or expressing something in a new positive light. And it's really, like I said, when we are venturing to see the world with that glass half full mentality, always able to see the positive, learn from things, the appreciation, it's really counterintuitive to think, oh, I have to go to work. Oh, man, I have to go to this party tonight, and I don't want to be around people. I don't want to socialize. I can't even begin to find energy to do it. When we think that way, it's really counterintuitive to the life that we want to be having of being loving and kind and accepting, being there for the people, finding joy, finding our happiness, being healthy. When we think that way, it's not conducive to that environment. So implementing these reframes in your life will definitely be helpful because it's going to align with what you're trying to do for yourself, if that's your goal. And when we do think of this way, that self-pity, that complaining, that negative talk that I was talking about earlier, we place our body under quite a bit of stress. And as I've told you guys, stress affects every single thing that we do. Our health, our finances, everything, our relationships. It touches on everything. And when we are stressed out and we're thinking this negative way, we lose hope and faith in the world around us and the people that are living near us, with us, and we stop believing in ourselves. And when we stop believing in ourselves, we're letting someone else write our story for us. And that's not how it's meant to be. Like, we are co-creator of our life. We're meant to be the ones that writes the story, right? So it's really important to practice this because reframes will help you get to that true authentic being. And when I think of reframing, the first thing that comes to mind is that mentality of, I can't do this, or I could never do that. I don't know how I could do that. And so I'm not even going to try. Like, I can't work out. I don't have time. I can't get movement in. My body hurts. I can't eat healthy because I can't make dinners for myself. I can't meal prep. I can't make more time for the people that are important to me in my relationships. I can't do it. I can't. Can't. And so changing that into I wonder is very, very helpful. Anytime you notice yourself on that loop of I can't, don't know how, try on I wonder instead. I wonder opens up possibilities for yourself. I wonder how I can make time for my health. I wonder how I could get some movement in my week. I wonder how I could make a plan to make dinner once a week, twice a week, whatever it is you're wanting to do. I wonder how I can make time to connect with the people that are closest to me. This came in really, really handy for me when I was healing from my husband's affair. From his affair, I was triggered quite often, and I still get triggered. So it's just part of that traumatic experience when things happen to you. And I was adding to that trauma. I was adding to that response every time I would allow myself to continue to replay the past, continue to replay what had happened. And what I would do in those moments that really got me over that hurdle and continues to help me when I have these episodes is I would say, I wonder how I could respond to this in a healthier way. I wonder how I could respond to this in a healthier way. I wonder how I could make this 1% better for myself. And when I'd ask that question, it opened my mind up to all that I've been sharing with you guys. It would open my mind up, and I would say, okay, maybe I need breathing. Maybe I need to reach out to a friend right now. Maybe I need to find something else to distract my time. Maybe I just need to tell myself it's okay and I love you. But when I can't do this is so hard, to, I wonder how I can make this a little bit better for myself, it opened up those possibilities. And then I was able to infuse some healthier ways for myself. So I know it sounds kind of woo-woo and like, oh, bullshit, it won't work, but it does. It really, really does. The second thing, if you are the type of person that's like, oh, I have to do this. Gosh, I don't want to do that. That mentality. Think of all the things you get to do instead. Oh, I have to go to work. No, I get to go to work. I get to be the one to provide for my family. I get to be the one that's living and breathing and living the life that I'm living. This came in really helpful for me with my second daughter. Babies, first year is a little intense. You're up a lot throughout the night and you're tired and you're cranky. And so it's really easy to build that resentment when that's happening to you. I remember many nights with my first daughter where I'd look over and my husband was still sound asleep and I'd be like, I'm going to murder you. Straight up. And I wouldn't, of course, but you get mad and then once I would have that reaction, then I'd get frustrated with Liliana, then I'd wake up, I'd be frustrated with my husband, and then I'd get frustrated with coworkers, and it would just like flow throughout the rest of my day. And when I had Olivia, my second daughter, I noticed the same thing starting to creep up. So I'd hear her wake up, I'd look over to my snoring husband and be like, and I was like, let me try on the I get to thing instead. Let me see how that works. So I started practicing it for a week. And when she'd wake up, I'd go and pick her up, cuddle her, nurse her, and I'd start listing. I get to be her mommy. I get to be the one that comforts her, lets her know she's safe. I get to be the one that breastfeeds her. Not everybody's so fortunate to be able to breastfeed their child. I get to be the one to form this bond with her in the middle of the night. I get to be the one to experience this moment with her right now. And when I was doing that, it completely changed how I led the rest of my day. Yeah, I woke up tired, but I had more energy. I was flowing with love, like I was flowing with appreciation. So it completely changed the rest of my day. I wasn't snapping at people. I was more understanding. I was laughing more. It changed the course for me by doing that. And the third thing I want to address before I go is we all get into this groove of thinking, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. We've all been there. We say it a million times, and it's hard. We have that uncertainty. We lack clarity. So when you're in those states, you're not alone. We've all been there. And what you can do is write down everything you don't want. We are so programmed into knowing what I do not want. So go ahead and write that down, right? I don't want to be unhealthy. I don't want to have, snapping at people. I don't want to be so aggressive. I don't want to be oversleeping every day. I don't want to be wasting time at night watching TV. Like whatever it is you don't want to be experienced, write that down. Then once you get it down on paper, flip it, turn it into something positive. I don't want to be unhealthy. I want to be healthy. I want to be exercising. I want to be moving. I want to be cooking meals for myself. It's going to show you what you do want instead. I don't want to be snapping at people. Okay, what do you want to be experiencing instead? Oh, well, instead, I'd like to be experiencing more love. I'd like to be experiencing more connection, more conversation. I want people to know that they can come to me and talk to me and invite me out places. That will show you right there, like, I don't want is your key to knowing what it is you do want. So write it out and flip it. Well, thank you for joining today for Create a Lifetime of Happiness, where I talked about reframing. I appreciate you guys joining. I'm sorry about the live video, and I hope you're able to catch this recorded video. If you like this content, please like, comment, or share this video. It is my mission to help people heal from their emotional wounds so that they can have healthy relationships once and for all. And yes, healthy relationships with others, with the people close to us in our life, but more importantly, healthy relationships with your own body, your own mind, and your own heart so that you can be that true, authentic you that you are meant to be. If this interests you, please put interested in the comments or feel free to message me directly. I will see you guys tomorrow for the top 5 priorities. Thanks. Have a great day.